Hey, Jackie, it's so nice to be able to spend this time with you. And, I wanted to be able to talk to you about the impact that you've had on my life, and so that you have an opportunity to share this message with your audience. I came on board to be, to have some hypnotherapy with you to be able to resolve a lot of past issues, that things that were bothering me, things that were creating a lot of stressors. So I want to be super transparent with your audience, and I think it's really, really important.
Thank you. I'm excited to have this time with you and to share. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. A number of years ago when you and I first met, we met through Valley Women's Network, and we had networked over the years. So I would say it's probably been over 20 years since we've known each other. And both of our businesses have evolved in really terrific ways. Me as a speaker and a trainer and an image expert, and you in your hypnotherapy, and all about the power within in your industry. And what I wanted to share with your audience was, my experience recently is I was diagnosed with chronic lymphocytic leukemia, and I published a book co-authored with a number of other authors through Tracy Eamon locally, and a number of other authors, called The Silver Lining of Cancer.
Congratulations. That is phenomenal.
Thank you. And I would think the birth of this book was because of some of the work that we have done together. So to give a background, one of the reasons why I came to Jackie for your audience is I was struggling with some issues of sexual abuse. I had been sexually assaulted when I was 18 years old, and I had kept it a secret for 37 years. And after that 37 years, I went to the RCMP, I reported it, they did their investigation, and the prosecution decided to not pursue charges. So I have always been a person who's been involved in self-growth and development literally since the age of 17. And it's how I live my life. It's why the business I've created was structured, to be able to learn and create and develop within, and to be able to gather material to be able to share it with my audience as a speaker and an author and a business consultant. But I have to tell you, the experience of holding things in and keeping things secretive for such a long period of time is incredibly unhealthy. And I would think that that's one of the reasons why I ended up with a diagnosis of cancer, chronic lymphocytic leukemia.
Absolutely. When you hold all those emotions in the body, it's stuck, right? You can't move forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say that probably holding in that secret also affected the success of the business as well. I mean, I was doing extremely well in a lot of areas of the business, but I have always been a person who's had a voice. I've always come out and had a voice. After I left university, I spent 3 years working in a federal penitentiary, 11, 12 years as an immigration investigator. I was always in environments where the voice was really important. And, and then when I became a speaker and a trainer, that was important. But there was always something holding me back. And I knew that not voicing the sexual assault was a big thing. And really what sort of brought that to fruition was when Lady Gaga had done an event on television, and the curtains behind her opened, and all these college students, male and female, walked out hand in hand, all of them victims of sexual assault and sexual abuse. And I was so taken aback by that experience watching it, that I just knew that if they had the courage to have a voice in what happened to them, that I could suddenly release this. And it was a secret that I had held, I had held it in from everyone. My family didn't know, my husband didn't know, but yet it still was creating a great amount of stress. And what I loved about coming to you and was releasing the stress, having more peace of mind about the process, learning, what was required to be able to have better sleep, the elements of forgiveness, which are really important.
That's big.
Yeah, anytime that you've been abused or hurt and you have the perception that someone has hurt or abused you, it is so critical to work through those aspects of forgiveness and to be able to release resentment, release anger. I mean, I came from a loving family, but I married into a family where there was a lot of family issues as a step-parent. So part of that was being able to release a lot of the frustration and the anger and the resentment around that as well. Nobody wants to feel rejected. And I so appreciated your authenticity, that anytime anybody is dealing with issues, whoever they choose to work with as a practitioner has to be trustworthy, has to be totally authentic. And that's what I so love about you, Jackie, is that you're a real person. What you see is what you get. You are genuine, you are empathetic, you're compassionate, you listen extremely well, you are so generous in your giving and your sharing, but you create a really safe environment for people to be completely open, honest, and vulnerable. And, you know, that is a gift in itself. There are very few people that have, you know, that have that ability to be able to tap into their, you know, their clients, to be able to bring out what is necessary to bring out and to allow them an opportunity to release the things that are holding them back. That's your gift for sure. And I honor you for that. Wow. I mean, you know, that's why we're doing this video today, is because I want people to know how skilled you are, how authentic you are, how non-judgmental you are, that they need to go to you, whatever the issues, concerns, whatever difficulties or traumas people are dealing with, whatever challenges people are dealing with. You know, if you haven't found certain modalities or processes or systems that work for you now, then working with Jackie is absolutely the way to go. You know, it should be no question in your mind that your own self health and your own well-being should be of primary importance. And then whatever difficulties you go through, I mean, even when I published the book, The Silver Lining of Cancer, with Tracy and the other authors, is the message there is, no matter what you're dealing with, there's always a blessing or something else that comes out of that. And that is what you allow people to access. Incredibly beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So tell me, Debbie, how do you help people now that you have this off your back, the monkey off your back? I love how you're thriving now. I love how you published the book, how you're thriving in your business. So
I think the issue is what I'm offering now is an opportunity for people to have more clarity in their life. And I've always been relatively clear, but I tell you, when you shake up your world, with, whether it's illness or sicknesses or other types of traumas or challenges, is you need to step back. You need to get really clear. And for me, it allowed me an opportunity to get really clear about how I want my business to go forward. So as a speaker, as a trainer, as an image expert, helping people with their image and their brand, and, you know, getting more visibility, standing out more. This gave me permission to have an even stronger voice, and to allow an opportunity for people to be more visible and to stand out and to get noticed, known, and remembered for all the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. So that's what I do for people, whether it's dressing or grooming. It goes beyond that. It's the mindset, it's the habits, the behaviors. It's really understanding their unique solution and how to create that and give them an opportunity to have a platform of their own, so that they can move through their issues and concerns, but have a voice and a message to be able to help other people. That's what I allow my clients to do.
Thank you. Thank you for your vulnerability. That is huge.
Oh,
Thank
my
you.
pleasure.
Thank you for your vulnerability.
Yeah, I simply want people to know that help is out there, and they don't have to struggle with these things alone. And, you know, if you've been holding in something for a long period of time, release it. You will physically feel that weight coming off of you, like you were talking about that monkey off your back. you actually do physically
Yeah.
feel this sense of relief, this ability to be able to breathe easier.
And what I tell my clients is it's like having a clean slate, a new lease on life. I mean, what a gift.
Oh,
It's really a gift to give ourselves a new lease on life, you know, and let those decades of conditioning just let it go. Let it go.
important. Really critically important.
Yeah. So thank you, Deb. I'm really grateful. And I'm so grateful to have you in my life and the opportunity to work with you. And thank you for doing this.
My pleasure. I love you, Jackie. And I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so, so much.